Who want one last trip to the long trail?
How many copies of Tekken 8 have been sold so far? I would like to know the character usage rankings by country. So this is a graph. The blue line is Tekken 7 sales, and then the red line is Tekken 8 sales. So Tekken 8 did skyrocket. So in the first 30 days, it sold 2 million copies, but we haven't heard anything in the next 120 something days. So the line is probably, if they do hit 1 million by the year end, it will be here somewhere. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter are available on more than one platform than Tekken. That is something too that you got to keep in mind, right? We always talk about how more people's playing Street Fighter, more people buy Street Fighter. They're on the old consoles. Tekken is not, right? Technologically, they wouldn't have been able to do it. They would have had to downscale the PS4 version so much to where it would have been different. You guys saw what Mortal Kombat looks like on the Switch, right? Mortal Kombat 1 on Switch. Feast your eyes on this. Nah, that's crazy. Tekken 7 sold 12 million copies. It's still selling. So yeah, going back to this chart here, as Tekken 8 was about to release, Tekken 7 sold 1 million copies, and they sold it the fastest. Really, I can see Tekken 7 hitting 13 million copies. There is still a lot of people playing Tekken 7 daily, and almost as many as people who's playing Tekken 8 daily. So past 3 months for Tekken 7, you have 1,000. Tekken 7 is almost beating Mortal Kombat 1. Look at this garbage game. Tekken 7 is half of Mortal Kombat 1. Tekken 8 is selling faster than Tekken 7. With this statement, he is saying that Tekken 8 has not reached 3 million copies yet. Because if it did, they would announce it, but it hasn't. On that segment there about the sales of Tekken 8, I mean, generally, you just got to keep in mind that they really hurt themselves throughout this year with the destroying of mods, with the way that they released updates, the over monetization. Year one for Tekken 8 was really supposed to be a great thing, and they did a lot of things that hurt themselves. And they understand it now. They realize it now, right? They're aware, but they have to make sure that they don't repeat it again. Season 2 cannot be a repeat of Season 1. Right now for Tekken 8, the Steam reviews is locked, so they got to do better. But I think they know that. Okay, let's look at character rankings. What is he going to say here? Wait. Did he just say he wanted to have this data be visible in the game? It would be nice to have that ranking in the game. Yeah, he said he wants to have character usage visible in the game itself, which is something that I never understood why they didn't do. It's just the same way you can see which characters are the most, like the highest ranks, right? You can see the ranks of individual characters and players. Why can't you see the usage? Just add literally another tab and have it character usage. But that's crazy that he said that, because that's literally was my whole, because we all love to have the updates for, like that Twitter does, Reddit does. Sometimes the developers do it. They did it once for Tekken 8. But if you put it into the game itself, people could just check anytime they wanted to, right? A nice update to have. It can also be problematic if people care too much about the rankings. And I would also apply this to balancing. I think a lot of people care a lot about balancing when it really doesn't affect them whatsoever. Like I'm not saying the balancing doesn't affect you. I'm saying that you're a scrub and you need to learn how to play the game before you can start saying that you're losing because of specific matchups. You're not losing because of specific matchups. You're losing because you don't know how to play yet, right? Maximize your combos, maximize your Oki, maximize your punishing, then you can complain about balance. People be in the orange ranks talking about, yeah, nerf Yoshimitsu. Like what, bro? What? There's a lot of different things that go into picking a character, not just usage data, which is what people use to say this character should be, right? But there's a lot of different things, so many. For the character rankings, we gather data not only from those online matches, but also those from offline matches. Kunimitsu usage from January 1st to January 31st, 2021. She was the 9th most used character in offline mode or at online modes, and she was the 38th most used character in offline. How many people is offline? What do you mean by that, right? Like, is that people in the lab? Is that people fighting against Ghost AI? He said Reina is the #1 most used character overall. They take into account offline and online. This chart only takes into account ranked character popularity. So when you factor in player match, Tekken Ball, offline, and whatever else, Harada says that Rain is number one. Oh, wait, this is very rare. It's uncommon for a new character to take the top overall ranking. King is number two, huh? No surprise. You rarely see King outside of the top 5. Usually the top 5 is something along the lines of a Paul Phoenix, King, Kazuya. Kazuya in Tekken 8 is still pretty up there, right? He's right here. Paul Phoenix, though, he has been largely silent. Where is he? Oh, he's right here. So Paul Phoenix is falling hard. The 4th is Jin. Why didn't he say the 3rd? Who's 3rd? Isn't it the 3rd? Oh, okay. 4th Kazuya. Oh, then Kazuya, Dragunov, Harong, Brian, Steve, Yoshimitsu, Law, Lily, Victor. Ooh, Paul and Azazina. He's naming a whole cast of characters. Yoshimitsu. The only reason Yoshimitsu's so popular is because he's broken. All you guys are not real Yoshi mains, and you need to admit it, and shame on you. We can't see? You guys can never see nothing, bro. You gotta open your eyes. What is this ranking exactly? Harada just gave us the most used characters in the whole game. And this is across online and offline. Zafina and Shahid, I'm pretty sure people see these characters in tournaments. It's possible that regular players are not able to use these characters effectively. I don't think that it's players can't use Shahid. I think it's that they don't want to use Shahid. When you look at all of these characters here, there is so many more interesting ideas to pick from. Why would you ever pick from Shahid? That it's not that he's a difficult character, it's that he's a trash character. The character that many people wants to play are when you looked at rank data, Victor's way back here and Azazina's way back here, right? And this is why sometimes this doesn't tell the full story, which is why I'm happy that Harada gave this data, because Azazina way back here, you know, you could take this and run with it and say, oh, look at Azazina, no one plays her. And then also look next to her, Devil Jin. When we only had this ranked popularity chart, the Devil Jin mains will say, oh, the reason why Devil Jin is so low is because the character is trash and we were forced to abandon him. But when you look at this, he's not that low. Lydia ranks low. One reason is that she just released for DLC. I disagree, bro. I just think she's a boring character. There's not much there to her. Of course, the people who like Lydia, but from what we can see with the charts, it's not many. She's bottom 4 in the whole game. The characters are the most popular when they come out. From what we can see from August or whatever when she released, July, till now, she's fallen off hard. And it makes so much sense. Like, people don't play these characters. You guys say you like these characters. You say you want these characters. But then look at this, right? So, and you guys get mad at me when I say Lydia's a trash character and she's a waste of space. You guys say, no, she's not. I love Lydia. I can't wait until Lydia released. I'm going to play so much of Lydia. And then now look at you. All of the people who was swearing up and down that Lydia was so cool, they're off playing Heihachi. If I was an Armor King main, a Ana main, or whatever other, Miguel, Bob, whatever, if I was one of those characters, I would be so upset at Lydia and everyone who wanted Lydia, everyone who was, and it happens all the time where you guys say, oh yeah, this character is so cool, and then when the character comes out, you guys play the character for like 3 days and then you stop.